Dopeman, Dopeman. Opening scene. The screen is nearly black. Only a faint, wet reflection of streetlight glows on the cracked asphalt. A police siren moans in the distance, fading in and out like it's tired of its own warning. Somewhere, a dog barks. Then, silence. The devil stopped wearing horns the day he learned to hide inside a needle. I'm not talking about some metaphor. I'm not talking about a catchy phrase you throw on a t-shirt. I'm telling you, he's in there. The spirit demons don't come through the door like the stories your grandma told. They don't crawl out from under beds. They don't creak floorboards in the night. They're patient, they're silent, and they've found a delivery system that never misses its target. They ride in on a high, the warm rush of heroin flooding the body, a chemical hug that feels like the universe finally forgave you. And while you're floating, while you're sinking into that syrupy darkness, they slip past the gates. You don't notice the first time. The second time, you think you're still in control. By the third time, it's not you taking the hit anymore. It's them, using your hands, your veins, your heartbeat, like stolen property. And once they're inside, they don't just sit there. They rebuild you, strip you down to bone and wire, and turn you into something the streets barely recognize as human. They don't want you just high, they want you hungry. Hungry for chaos, hungry for blood, hungry for anything that'll keep the fire in their eyes burning. You'll rob, you'll steal, you'll hurt people who loved you. And when there's nothing left to take, they'll turn you against yourself. I've seen them turn brothers into enemies, mothers into predators, entire neighborhoods into battlegrounds. And the sickest part, the spirit demons don't hide in the shadows. They walk right beside you, laughing, every single time a body hits the ground. Chapter 1. First possession. Rain-slick streets. Trash bags split open on the curb. A flickering neon sign over a boarded-up liquor store. Camera glides low, as if stalking prey. They say the first one is always the hardest to watch. Not because it's the worst, but because it's the moment you realize the line's been crossed and there's no going back. His name doesn't matter anymore. Names don't survive the transformation. But once, he was called Dre, 22 years old, fresh out of county, trying to make a little money doing odd jobs for a local car wash, had a mother who still believed in him, a sister who still left the porch light on when he didn't come home. But the streets have a way of smelling weakness. And weakness is blood in the water. Dre didn't know about the new batch. Didn't know the spirit demons had been working overtime, slipping into supply lines, whispering through the brick dust and the tar. Didn't know that every bag in his neighborhood now carried more than just a high. First hit was supposed to be a celebration. Fresh paycheck, clean clothes, an hour to himself before the night shift. That's when they entered. It's never loud at first. No fireworks, no screaming, just a voice, soft as breath against the ear. Relax, I'm here now. That's the hook. You think you're still you. You think you're just floating. But in the corners of your mind, the places you never explore, something's taking root. The rush hit him hard, vision swimming, heartbeat slowing, the world bending into soft edges. And then, that shadow. Not outside, inside. It didn't feel wrong. It felt safe. Like a parent's embrace. Like someone was finally carrying his weight for him. But when Dre stood up, it wasn't Dre moving anymore. The smile wasn't his. The way his hands flexed, like they were learning how to be hands again, that wasn't him. Dre walks into the street without looking. A car screeches to a halt, horn blaring. He doesn't flinch. The camera follows from behind, slightly tilted, glitch effect, as if reality itself is bending. The first thing they do is test the body. Stretch the muscles. Roll the shoulders. Take a few deep breaths to feel how the lungs work. Then they look for fuel. For Dre, it started small. A stolen lighter from a corner store. A quick grab of a candy bar from a gas station. The clerks didn't even call it in. Didn't see the danger yet. But the spirit demons, they escalate fast. Petty theft becomes assault. Assault becomes blood. 2 nights later, Dre kicked in the door of a man he'd never met, dragged him into the hallway, beat him until his own knuckles split open and sprayed the walls. No motive, no plan, just chaos for chaos' sake. That's how you know the possession's complete. Close-up of Dre's eyes, pupils blown wide, a faint shimmer of movement behind them, as if something is shifting just out of sight. That wasn't Dre anymore. That was the spirit demon wearing him like a mask. And from that night forward, the streets stopped being just dangerous. They became haunted.